takes his moment and places it. Brilliant awareness, spatial awareness from the reserve hooker in this fixture. The fans loved it as well. Great to see some administrators from Bulle here, and well, it was the left winger, Alzino, in fact Darren Makeza, who burst through. They marshaled well by Khananyama. And Brav had to dig for it. Little dink over the top. Take a look at the quality now here of Annual Jacobs. A little bit of a slipstream blind spot on the speedy scout fake and bounces up perfectly timed. Like a snake, the fullback. That was for his hat-trick. And they weren't finished yet. He was being kept quiet, Lahlekile, but did really well here. Great little pop pass to Polton, and then deserving the opportunity to go wide. That was another one of the tries from Annual Jacobs, the hat-trick hero. Of course, this is a first for South African rugby. We do have the FNB Girls Week as well, taking place right here at Grey High School. It was the Leopards who kept fighting, good character there, the eighth man, David Grobler with a good line. Nice little step as well, all the way to the try line.
Number 8.
That never say die attitude continued with the Leopards, but oh my goodness, there he is, Annual Jacobs. Heartbreak for the Leopards. Time was pretty much up, and look at the fist pump, look at how much it means to him. Former Sanlam Boland under 16 Grand Como Week player, showing what can happen in 2 years. And the fans are out here at Grey High School, a place with so much history. It's the director of rugby, Robbie Kempson, a former Springbok who's been there. And it'll be interesting to find out what their thoughts of the first game are. There he is, Vickers van Heerden, former Springbok as well, watching his son play. Cooks is downstairs. What has he got for us?
Stephen, I mean, what a start. I mean, to kick off FNB 18 Craven week. Your thoughts on that game? Slowest off a ball on, but bounced back nice in the second half.
Yeah, I think the Leopards had an unbelievable start. They were off the flyers quick, got a couple of points on, and it was a bit cold this morning when we got here, and I could feel like the Boland had to take a little bit of time warming up, but now the sun's shining, it's lovely, there's no wind, and as the heat started going up, it was amazing. So I think Boland fought back. They did exceptionally well in that second half. They just put up a complete performance.
I think the nice thing about Boland, I mean, I think once the ball sort of dried up and the juice had disappeared, we could see their talents in throwing away. I mean, so Jerry McKay's what performance he had. But the Boland's at the back line is dangerous.
Yeah. No, JP as well with the hooker coming on the second half and then just bulldozed a couple of guys and got meters every time he carried. He got Boland on the front foot. So that is what is impressive with this team. And as you rightfully say, when the ball started drying up and they got their hands free and the little passes stuck, they got over the advantage line and actually looked like a very complete side. So yeah, well done to Boland. I think it's a complete performance, and I'm looking forward to see what they do over the next couple of weeks.
I mean, and lastly, Steve, I mean, Leopards, I'm sure that they'll be able to bounce back from here. I mean, there's a great way they started, but I'm sure from here, there's lots to improve on, obviously, second half, but they had a great start.
They had a great start, and just maybe sticking to that start and actually finishing up, it's an opportunity for them to grow from here and take learnings from this game into the rest of the week and say, listen, if we can start like that and just hold on, we can go forward and really make improvements on our game and finish this tournament strong.
I'm sure Leopards will want to finish strong, and we're looking forward now for Limpopo Blue Bulls and Freestate. But before you go into then, go back to the guys upstairs.
Thanks, Cooks. Thanks, Stephen. Kids off, and this is what it's all about. A historic 2026 FNB Craven Week here in Gqeberha. It's all about the FNB Girls Week as well. And look at how pristine the conditions, the facilities are here at Grey High School. Really awesome to see these youngsters get the opportunity that they've never had before, that no youngsters in South Africa have ever had before. Just shows you how SA Rugby and the youth systems are going from strength to strength. So a couple of tries there for Sanlam Boland girls team here as well. They went up against the Sharks, and you can see it was quite a tight fixture. They played 30 minutes a half, the girls, and it was the Sanlam Boland side who were able to, through some great handlings, a little show and go as well there in the end, and the pick and go to seal the deal there. just before halftime, Sanlam Bulle taking the lead back with that try. It's just fantastic to see all of the partners who have come here as well. Thinking of Stadio, FNB, Coca-Cola, just to mention a few. And it's great to see the heart as well. The Sharks, although they were down in the second half, they scored the first points with this try. Just means so much for them. In the end here, Sanlam Bulle were able to win this fixture 27 points to the 10 over the Sharks. It really is a historic moment for women's rugby and the youth weeks. And it's great to see then the Sanlam Bulle youth sides here at the FNB 2026 Craven Week and Girls Week, both getting a W there in their first fixtures. Took proper advantage of the red card, did the Sanlam Bulle girls under 18s here. And that was them well on their way to 27 points then. So there's the result there. Of course, the Eastern Province girls up against the Blue Bulls. That one is 14-0 still going on. What a big win that would be for Eastern Province, considering the Blue Bulls' dominance with the Daisies over the past couple of years. And the Border take on Golden Lions and the Pumas take on Western Province around lunch. And of course, at the FNB Under 18 Craven Week, it is a tradition to have the opening ceremony. That one live from Grey High School here in Gqeberha at 3 p.m. this afternoon. But action is only getting started in this early morning. Up next, FNB Under 18 Craven Week Game 2, Freestate Cheetahs take on the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Well, schoolboy rugby waits for absolutely no one. 162 years since the inception of the FNB Under-18 Craven Week. The Freestate Cheetahs take on the Limpopo Blue Bulls, with both teams determined to show that they can be a powerhouse this week. The Limpopo Blue Bulls, their front row averaging over 100 kilograms. They will be waiting for nobody. But take a look at that weather. Pristine conditions, a little bit of wind. Not too much to speak of. We've already seen that first game of the match on the Khaleesi field. What more could you ask for? Well, we spoke about that front row of the Limpopo Blue Bulls averaging over 100 kilograms. Kluter and Randall, they'll pull the strings, and Letsolo, the man from Ben's Forster, will be surveying the options from the back. And then for the Free State, well, the great college conveyor belt doesn't stop. Look no further than the names like Mkhedesi, who needs no introduction. Eddie Spider-Man Mabena will be crucial to helping, and Neil Durant will get his side over the advantage line with his powerhouse carries. That's going to be so important for this side today. Alongside me, Ngobani Bobo, match 2, day 1. We've seen some incredible rugby at the start of the day. This one, a big one.
It's massive. Can't wait for these gentlemen to come and grace us with their skills and all of their tenacity. What a proud moment for Stefan Janssen van Rensburg captaining the Limpopo Blue Bulls as they start off this 2026 Coca-Cola Craven Week Under-18. But it's the Free State, as you mentioned, a whole lot of grey about them.
They might be out in orange, but they've definitely got enough grey all over. Captain, the number 4, Alexei Taropoulos. 187 meters, 95 kilograms of pure muscle and pure determination. They'll be looking to get through the blue defensive wall that is the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Opportunity for these young men to come stake their claim at the SA Schools teams that will be selected to play next week in grey. And on these fields, our referee for today, Luvuyo Matleba, he's accepted by Cholwan Daris, Apiro Mafana, and Zoe Nodia, our TMO, up in the box. Can the Limpopo Blue Bulls upset the apple cart and potentially get their opening match underway by getting a big win over the Free State Cheetahs?
Oh, what an opportunity for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Have got the ball, so you thought that they would have won that. Feels like as if they've got the breeze behind them too.
John Randall, the youngster with the ball in hand, all the way from PRS Pietersburg Hoërskool. Randall goes short, goes high, immediately makes it contestable, and immediately won back by Brent Forster, who takes no time to get into his running. Forster, valuable meters made. Kluter links up with the big man, Janssen van Rensburg, the captain. And Popo Blue Bulls already getting good hand on ball, just starting to show what they can do at this FNB Under-18 Craven Week. Defense tested early for the Free State side. Randall, flat ball, Swanepoel. Well met and well watched by the defense of the Free State at the moment. Back ball, but that's not gone to hand. That's gone backwards though. So happy to play on Edwin Matola. Kluter around the corner, coming quickly. Andrew de Beer. Andrew de Beer fighting through that contact area. Being asked to make a lot of defensive hits early on, the Free State Cheetahs. Kluter again. Just checking his run was Matemosa. Kluter going backwards for the time being, so not really getting over the advantage line as much as they would have wanted. The Limpopo Blue Bulls eventually going to the boot that time was Randall. Now huge opportunity, and this is the danger man, Lamlam Mkhedesi. He's been so impressive at schoolboy level, uses his boot to just get out of trouble. Andre de Beer linking up. Again gets the ball, and then around the corner to Stefan Janssen van Rensburg gets the running. Now Brent Forster in those wider channels, just could not get the ball back on the inside. But that's brilliant play between the forwards and the backs early on for the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Brilliant for them. They showed patience with the ball in hand. This is a good in transition because they take the ball to the edge, and it's Forster who's tackled, and a great brave tackle coming on from the scrum off Andrew Vessels. But Forster's really had a strong and bright start here.
AJ Hendricks, his first throw of the match, his first touch of the ball today.
Mo.
Nails it, finds his jump in the air. And
Number 3 out.
Teropoulos, men that understand, know each other really well. They play together at the same school, and that's why the Free
that's
State
one stop.
side has always been so good, is because they have this conveyor belt that comes from Gay College, and these boys know each other so well. That goes high into the air, but directly into touch. So territorial advantage as well as possession for the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
And they'll be happy with how they're defending, they're
White, let's
driving
take
more.
them
A
on.
team
Take the
that has
line,
already got instant cohesion because most of the players go to the same school. Hold them up, keep the possession into their own half, and the attacking line out on the 10-meter line now for the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
PIS boy Lombard goes to the front. Cleanly won for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Now opportunity to play offset. Matola using a bit of his fancy footwork just to try and get on the outside of his defender, but well watched. Slow to the ruck is Klutter. Same side. Limpopo Blue Bulls looking to disrupt at breakdown time. Unable to do so, the Free State Cheetahs. More opportunity, more possession for this Limpopo Blue Bulls side. Need hands on ball, got ball runners going, but that just doesn't stay in the breadbasket.
Knock-on advantage.
Janse van Rensburg, so knock-on advantage.
It's 2
No
knocks.
advantage. Knock on.
It's a lot. A lot of action. Trying to put the ball in hand. It's just a miss pass. Sometimes you have to give a much more sympathetic pass, especially when a big man is carrying close contact. Just much easier for them to receive that ball and give a bit of time onto the ball. Spin passing sometimes when it's close to contact.
For me, okay.
Or put you and compromise your hands.
Oh, we've seen 2 set pieces, both of them line out. This is the first scrum.
Sheldon.
3.5 minutes in. Just
Yeah,
a reminder, at schoolboy level, 35 minutes or half, not the conventional
Crouch.
40.
Bind. Set.
Andrew Vessels, first scrum, immediately goes down.
It's interesting. They didn't seem as both teams were actually taking
You need to keep
the
the break
lead
down.
onto the
Same as you just keep the break foot up as well.
call from the referee. Everyone's folded as they hit each other.
Let's go, boys. Quick reset. Let's go.
Opportunity, yeah.
Still inside their own
Crouch.
half. The Free State Cheetahs. They've not seen any
Bind.
possession in this first 5 minutes of this match.
Set.
How dangerous can they be with ball in hand? Vessels on the feed, but look at the shove coming in from the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and they win the penalty. Not something you see every day against the Free State Cheetahs side.
Yeah. It's been brilliant for the Limpopo Blue Bulls because what they've done is that they've picked their starting numbers to make sure that they start and make a statement at this Craven week. Or on the other side, Free State have decided that they could use their players who normally play as impact players, so give them a bit of game time. So there's the strategy and the tactics that they brought onto this game, but that scrum does bring a statement. It does let the Free State know that they are in for a big one. And that's a 22 entry now.
First 22-meter entry for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, who have looked good with
Backwards.
ball in hand. That's been dropped though, but backwards the call. So Zian Lombard picks it up. 100 kilograms, that is Zian Lombard. What impact can he make throughout the rest of this match? Klutter, Randall, flat ball, and it's juggled well, and it's held, and it's going to be try time. John Dreyer. And look how much it means to these youngsters. Opportunity, and they want to impress, and they have.
Juan Dreyer, the try scorer. That's anticipation of the ball, the way that he attacks the inside shoulder. The ball does juggle a bit, but for him, it is a perfect timing
Time off.
of getting in between the
TMO
players who are supposed to be defending that
Zoe,
space.
what are we dealing with?
Yeah, well,
Okay. Can you confirm if it's a clear knock on, or should I just give you time?
yeah, so
Okay.
it's going to be official TMO check.
No,
The referee's own idea has come into the referee's
check
ear, and
for
they're just
possible
going to
knock-on in the
check
mall.
if there was a knock-on at the back of that mall, initially called backwards.
No, and was taken in. It's on the transfer where number 6, Andre De Beer, is supposed to cater for that ball as the ripper, putting the shoulder right onto the ball and get his ball over. But the ball goes straight onto the ground and it's just deemed to have gone forward. But for me, it's just the lack of control, which is what they'll be looking at. Backwards was the call from Luvuyo Magleba. Does Andrew De Beer play this ball? Does it go straight through him?
Yes, sir.
Overturn your on-field decision and go back for the knock-on.
No try, knock on in the mole.
Yeah, well, they started ferociously. The Limpopo Blue Bulls, the first 22-meter entry, able to get a try from it. That's now been chalked off because of...
As I understand it, would call it by the law by the letter, but for me, I'll let the boys play.
You always want to let the boys play.
Oh,
right?
let the boys play.
Yeah,
It looked good, but yeah, by the law, knock on.
that's what the team of referees are there for.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got a TMO as experienced as referees are, to be able to sit there, keep an eye on those things. The referee made the call on the field, backed himself that was what he saw. A team of 3, that's what they work in.
I'm telling you, 96 in Stellenbosch, none of that would have happened.
Remember, the Limpopo Blue Bulls winning the last scrum against their ball. And you can see immediately again looking to get that shove on.
Nice quick reset.
It's a great response from them. After having that try taken off the scoreboard, the forward pack has gone in the hunt here for the Free State. And they want to make sure that they can really enforce their will, because it's a massive statement for them.
Both of you guys, you need to be clear on the mark.
Going with the starting
Left,
pack
the alignment is
that
good,
they chose to
so
go
we can set
to
up for
the
success.
Craven
Okay.
week with,
Yeah.
and the Free State in a way, trying to make sure that they can give game time
That's the mark.
to
You need to be
everyone.
clearly left of the mark. Okay, time back on.
Yeah, just got to get the running shoes on. Rugby is not fun when you play it barefoot.
Need a bit of traction. Sprigs help.
A little bit. Kristen Swanepoel.
Set.
Well, we heard the Mark Klein call come through. We've heard that before. The Free State Cheetahs, though, they come away with the ball. That's a big carry by that man, Daniel Durant. We know how dangerous he can be. Puts the shoulder down, Frans Poltrowski. Andrew Wessels, just look to clear his lines. It's got to stay in field, though, because it's outside the 22. Contested, knocked backwards. So the Limpopo Blue Bulls get more possession. Can they get back into the 22? Kluter. Straight line running up the guts. Stefan Pienaar. Oh, and that's gone straight out of the breadbasket, but it's been picked up by Edwin Matola. He's looked dangerous when he gets ball in hand too. He's got the legs. And they get the penalty. Gone again. Luwazim Mkhandi.
Yeah, Danielle Durant did well. Scrum under pressure, the pick and go and the clearance from Andrew Wessels. They find themselves competing here for all the scraps. But the Limpopo Blue Bulls have got a way about what they do. Really well constructed in the way that they got themselves and their numbers back. Players coming around the corner. Edwin here sets the ball. Player not rolling away. Lwazi Magandi.
Another line out opportunity just outside the 22 for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Remember the last one? The ball went straight to ground and that chalked off the try, but now they've got the advantage and a rolling ball that's absolutely steaming towards that try line. They've moved it in field to keep it away from the touchline, breaking away. Lombard still going. It's going to take a couple of plays to get that big boy down. Now they're going to keep it tight with the forwards. Liam van der Bank getting a bit of touch on his ball, still going just short inside the 5. Keeping it up front with the big men. Stefan Pienaar this time, just short. Kluter steps back inside. Does Andre de Beer. He's short too. Kluter looking for options. Kluter just holding off the 1-2. And there's no question about that. Stefan Janssen van Rensburg, the captain, gets his side the try that they so desperately wanted a few minutes ago.
It's been outstanding onslaught here. The attack, very physical. This is big boy rugby. Nothing fancy about it. Great line and a challenging line from Stefan Janssen van Rensburg. No answers coming from the Freestate. Just the smartness of taking the ball at the back of the line out to set in a driving ball, because you take that ball away from the tight fight. That gives you yardage, and they get in between, and they kept it very simple. Just the lone numbers taking control of the ball, and they use their big bodies to get over the gain line, and Stefan Janssen van Rensburg, the captain, with the try.
John Randall, PIS boy, his first attempt at goal. Off the left boot. Thought that he didn't get a good strike on it, but it sicks the uprights and cleans it. 7 points to 0.
Klutta does well. Makes that little pump of the ball that gave time to Stefan Janssen van Rensburg to make the beeline for the try line.
Well, they've absolutely come to play, the Limpopo Blue Bulls. No entry into their 22 as of yet. That's brilliantly taken out of there. Such a well-coached side. And it's a high tackle. Remember, high tackle rules, you cannot go up above that sternum.
You can see the pressure now starting to compromise the technique and tackle technique of the Free State players. That's because this world drill side, the Limpopo Blue Bulls, taking the receipt, a high lifted player goes on to the air, Ben Forster, and that is high because it is above the shoulder. I'm trying to make sure we can keep player safety, which was the captain, Alexi Portless.
17. I gave them the line, so
Paulus.
Yeah, and so it'll be really important, as you mentioned, Bobes, that the Limpopo Blue Bulls started with their starting side. There's that firepower on the bench for the Free State Cheetahs, so you would feel the Limpopo Blue Bulls need to stay on their number, need to keep adding points to the scoreboard and continue this pressure. Brilliantly worked, rolling maul too, and the breakaway from Zian Lombard. More opportunity, Limpopo Blue Bulls. Randall just holds it off. That's a brilliant little dink over from Ruza. Chasing his own ball, had to clean up and clean up. Well did Mkhedezi. Still going a little bit lateral, just buying some time. Eventually gets the offload away to Natun Tuli. Quick ball inside their own 22, looking to run it out. Is the captain, Taropoulos. Vessels. Stay on the open side. Now the Free State Cheetahs looking to send it through the hands. Keeping it tight at the moment. Pietrus. Vessels. AJ Hendricks, what a brilliant line and an even better offload to Durant, but that's been turned over. Counter-attacking opportunity, wasting no time. Komana. Klutta. Pinor. Pinor isolated alone. They've got support eventually that arrives. Klutta. Randall on the boot. That's a good option because all the players were out of position chasing after it. Just gone a little long, but they've got to catch him. Stolen, getting over at the Limpopo Blue Bulls. They get the reward. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Decision making key in any rugby game. Once you have your forward pack in front of you, you want to get the ball in front of your forward pack. It's a very difficult thing trying to run around the whole side. Found in very compromising position here, Zachary Wahlberg. Walbro, and it's good pressure again. Machuan Drea, the outside center. Pompo, really on the money here. You're right, Leila. What they really do need to, it's almost like playing with the wind in the first half. Pile up as much points, make sure that you can hit your set target of numbers. If they can get 21 points on 3 scores in this first half, that will have rewarded what their chances of starting with the pack that we were supposed to start with, but this is already lots of pressure.
Well worked. John Randall gets straight under the posts.
Thank you.
The Limpopo Blue Bulls, well, they've got the finger on the pulse and they're making the Free State pay.
Just brilliant. Another try from the set piece. Pompo not letting go of the pressure, just being relentless. Now from the scrum, John Randall carves him.
This to convert his own try from right in front. He will make absolutely no mistake. 14 points to 0, and the Limpopo Blue Bulls at the moment, they're just outclassed.
Just all the players running realistic options off Randall, really keep the defenders guessing, and he carries the ball, and it's well within his wits, the way that he spotted off his corner of his eye, that there was no one defending in front of him. It's brilliant from Randall.
Well, the Free State Cheetahs have to respond and respond quickly. Walbrecht goes long under all sorts of pressure was Matemotsa, but again another high tackle. So not only do they not have possession, but the discipline just letting down the Free State Cheetahs again, and it's against that man, Daniel Durant.
And this is what player development is all about. It's understanding how, as it gets higher levels of this game, even at provincial level, at school level, you have to have another way of adjusting towards to it.
Number 4, Alexi.
Your approach and how you keep your discipline and staying to your techniques. Once you feel that you have to chase the game, you don't have to compromise the team by going with the ill discipline and the bad decision that costs everyone because of your selfish interest.
It was the captain Taropoulos rather that was pinged again, won back again by the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and they look full of running today. And that man, well, he's looking for the physical context, Andre de Beer, and he wins it. Around the corner, plenty of options, running straight and hard as Swanepoel. Channel 1, the only options for these sides at the moment. Janse van Rensburg. Can they sustain this pressure for the rest of this first half? Almost got sniped there. Did John Dreyer. Him and his defender, Kluter, back onto the inside into the hands of Matemosa. Kluter. Tapon's looking good. They're keeping the ball alive at the moment. Are the Limpopo Blue Bulls looking to expose the width, and then the cut back onto the inside from Forster is good. Isolated, does well just to buy enough time for the supporters to get in there. Lehlapola onto the boot spot, some space for his winger to chase. Under pressure is Mkhedesi. Look at him go though. He is a rampaging bull, is Mkhedesi.
Tackle now.
He's been earmarked of one of those players to keep an eye on. He's already been at the under-17 EPD camp. Vessel, just looking for options, decides to go off the back to Walbrecht just to relieve some pressure, but doesn't take it out. So attacking opportunity. Still going, still running hard. Lungs will now start to clap hands for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Lehlapola. Again, using that boot option.
Inside.
Again, well positioned. Khedesi kicks it straight downfield. Opportunity to bounce into touch, but just that oval ball bouncing inwards. Andre de Beer. Well, Andre de Beer has been one of those stand-up players for this Limpopo Blue Bulls side. He looks so calm under pressure. Knows when to carry and knows when to give that ball away. That's another brilliant run from Liam van der Bank. It's Pietersburg Hoërskool versus Grey College at the moment, and at the moment PRS, they're getting the win. Walbrecht. Now they have to keep ball alive because they've got numbers on the left-hand side there. Should they look to expose the width, and they do so through the hands. This looks better from the Free State Cheetahs. This looks better from that inside centre. Eddie Mabena, Spider-Man Mabena. Well, that is how dangerous they can be when they do have ball in hand with opportunity. Eddie Mabena needs no second invitation.
It's brilliant counter-attack, and Durant takes that ball to the line. Mabena knows that he has to straighten up. Players already over tracking on the defense, and a fend off just over the try line. That's a great outside centre play. spotting the space and seeing the shoulders turn to the touchline. Shortest way to the try line. Stayed underneath the post. And conversion from Valbra. It's good work from Durant. And the quick hands in contact, this decision making and keeping the ball in two hands, sporting that, an over-tracking defender, and just a handoff on Liam van der Bank. Eddie Mabena says, yeah, welcome. 2026, Craven Week, here I am.
He was one of the earmarked players that was going to try and stamp his mark into this match and into this week. You can just see the Limpopo Blue Bulls just taking their time to get to the kickoff. They don't need to rush it. Getting into the final 15 minutes of this first half. Randall keeps his head down. Well received under the air. Ruan Ru, still going. Keeps the ball alive. This is where they are very dangerous, the Freestate Cheetahs, because they know each other so well. They can keep the ball alive. Unati Ntuli, has he been taken out into contact? Or rather into touch?
Take it out big.
Not the call, so ball's still in play and it's been turned over by the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Game management key for the Limpopo Blue Bulls now. And Kluter will go to the trusty boot. Finds half a space but doesn't get a good enough contact. Droski. Oh, well, that's just been lost, and the Freestate will be frustrated with that because they had the numbers.
Unfamiliar ground for the big man. Over the cricket pitch he goes, and then that just shocked his system. Could not hold on to that ball. Now, unfortunate for the Freestate. Already you can see, you're right when you talk about that cohesion of knowing each other and understanding that they can get the ball to the different players.
Crouch.
You can even hear with the communication of the referees, Mike, how they're calling each other with nicknames.
Set.
Scrums have worked well for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and look at that shot coming on from the Freestate Cheetahs.
Ah,
Well,
what a response.
They've just found a second win because they've tapped and gone, and Valbrug carries, and Valbrug! Well, they're starting to get into it a little now, the Freestate Cheetahs. They were shell-shocked for the first 20 minutes of this match, and they've answered all the questions.
Gone back to what they know best.
Thank you, sir.
Using a set piece to attack on the scrum. Valbrug with the try, Zechariah. They find the space.
Morning, sit down, says Ruan Ru, who goes around the corner. Ruan Ru had to be well held, and he was. Numbers aplenty for the Freestate Cheetahs, who are starting to carve open the Limpopo Blue Bulls defense. Inside the 5, the pickup comes, AJ Hendricks.
No, leave it now, leave it.
Being told to leave it, the Limpopo Blue Bulls keeping it tight. Now they look for the Wolf. Valbrug looking for a brace. Had numbers on the outside, had to let it go. Still going. Looking for 2. Mapena! Well, he's got 2 in the first half. Eddie, Spider-Man, Mapena.
Thank you.
Brilliant work from Freestate. They clear the ball from the turnover. And a quick play. Just momentum with them. Eddie Mabena for the second try. Josh Nelson with the try assist. Standing play from these players. It's understanding of putting the player in better position into space. Just running through the holes and just coming from depth and support. Just outstanding patience.
Simply sensational.
10 seconds.
Valbrug. It's a good strike, and he gets it. He's got 2 hard converted kicks over. The man looks good.
Yeah, and right on it. John Nelson with the try assist. Look at the way of the shift of the ball to the hand. Gives him a chance to hand off Eddie Mabena instinctively. That's a player who's coachable.
Well, they had 5 visits to the opponent 22, the Free State Cheetahs, and they've walked away with bang, 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 3 tries.
All converted.
All converted. The Limpopo Blue Bulls, how do they respond after starting
Over
like
the
a
10.
house on fire? High again, contested again.
First in those contests, now they're tackling there.
Yeah,
It's low degree danger.
it's all raid.
Chase on landed safely. Contact there.
Strong ball carrier.
Yeah, Ruan Roos look good when he's got ball in hand.
Discipline is what got Limpopo Blue Bulls up in that first 20-odd minutes. And again now they get a chance with this discipline. Ill-disciplined form Free State after they've scored the try. Ruan Roo playing the man in the air. That gives Limpopo Blue Bulls now a 22 entry. We've seen how dangerous they can, especially with the ball at the back. That's where they gain momentum.
Rolling Malls look good for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and they go to Brent Foster, 187 meters of him, guiding this maul towards the try line. They want to get themselves back into this contest. They were leading for the first 20. Now, big boys, now into the hands of Foster. Foster still going.
Short now.
Foster held short. Clutton needs the ball to get out quickly. Too slow, too long, but maybe just enough. Swanepoel gets the 3rd try for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and he's given his side a chance to draw level.
Big boy rugby. That's all it is. Just big masses of people, mass on top. No shoulder could stop with this momentum. Every time they've decided to use their forward pack, they've got reward. The Limpopo Blue Bulls now making sure that they don't let them get away from the Free State. 3 tries.
Right inside of the field too. Better option for the left-footed kicker. He'll be backing himself there too.
Jordan from the outside post.
Strike is good, the distance good, the direction not so much. Trailing by 2, the Limpopo Blue Bulls, 3 tries apiece with just under 4 minutes left to play in this first half. Need ball back in hand, the Limpopo Blue Bulls, because they'll back themselves if they get the penalty. They'll back themselves if they get up on the other side of the field.
And they've been quite disciplined, especially in this kickoff receipt. Accuracy, that's what they've been doing.
A little bit of a lower flight off of the boot there from Valbrug, so not contestable. He's just going to deal with it quite casually and quite calmly, Letlabola.
I didn't have much time on the ball in this first
Can't do
half,
that
but
every time. Okay, get it right now.
what their forward pack has done is really laid a good platform for them. Every set piece, they've put on pressure. They've gone ascendancy on some. Now them on the defense.
Hendricks goes to the front for the Free State. Wessels flat, short, Ruan Roo. That's where he wants to receive the ball. Wessels again out the back to Valbrug. Through the hands, Mabena, well, he's looked very good in the first half, and they win the penalty. The Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Good defensive set here from the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Silent trick.
Waited around patiently, Mabena not busting over the gain line. That forced the cleaners to come from the side. Well sported by Luvuyo Makleba, the match official. Now Rendo gets a chance to kick the ball out and retain possession. Discipline again from the Free State.
Oh, it wasn't out. Almost had it.
Do we have a knock-on to touch?
It's a look at where Lamla
Captain.
Gedezi comes in from.
Captain.
It's from the
There was a
side
knock-on
as
to touch here with options.
Eddie Mabena doesn't
Line
make
up.
it over the gain line. That made him get seen.
Well, they had the option because it was a knock-on into touch, so deciding to go for the line-out instead of the scrum. Go to the front, Brent Foster.
I don't think that was a plan. It's a youth exuberance. When the players start to find a bit of more joy of carrying the ball. Van Forster forces the play. Free State now with the defensive line out.
Have to send someone up, the Limpopo Blue Bulls, they would feel. They do, but they don't get a hand to it. Vessels just gets it away. They keep it really flat. And that allows the defense to just shoot up, but they get it through the hands really quickly. And Khedezi puts it on the grubber for himself. Is chasing. It's 15 on 15. Letlabola
All back.
doesn't win that all back. So Ruza, and the switch play is good. Little bit of silky skills, and the handoff even better from the winger. Still going. The Limpopo Blue Bulls, they don't mind running it out of their own 22. The counter ruck, though, from the Free State Cheetahs wins them the ball back. Inaccurate pass, so allowed to bounce. And Mabena just playing with the defense a little bit. The offload into Josh Nelson, who've not said his name once in this first half. It's been so helter-skelter. Frans Paul Troski. The pickup from Hendricks is good, getting over the gain line with every carry that they have, the Free State Cheetahs. Now they look to get it into the wider channels. Ruan Roo looks so good. And Ruan Roo. Well, in Afrikaans, they'll be saying, "Hey, Rurum."
Oh, Ruan Roo. With the latest technology, it's a Bluetooth handoff. Look at that. Didn't even touch him. Beat him on his feet. Around it goes. Showed a bit of power at first, but now it shows that he's got the evasive step. The inside-outside. Goes to the outside. Limpopo in vain trying to counter. Now Free State is back.
That'll be the last action in the first half. Ruan Roo tips off the first 35 minutes with an excellent try for the young man. The Free State Cheetahs go into the half after trailing for the first 20 minutes. It was all the Free State Cheetahs. They went bang, 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 conceded one, and then got back one in the final minutes of this first half. But at halftime, it is the Free State Cheetahs who lead 28 points to 19. Well, at half-time, it is the Freestate Cheetahs who lead the Limpopo Blue Bulls 28 points to 19. But Cooks is downstairs with Johan Iman, the CEO of Stadio.
I'm joined by Chief Operating Officer Johan Human. Johan, can you please tell the people at home the role that Stadio plays in the FNB Craven Week?
Thank you, Cooks. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Stadio has been a sponsor of the Craven Week since 2022. And in 2026, we've extended our agreement with SARU to include not just the Craven Week co-sponsor from 2026, but also sponsoring a whole lot of other youth weeks. In addition to that, yeah, proudly to become the sponsor of the Springboks, but that's not your question.
And also, how important is Stadio? I mean, for the kids, we know the pathways for rugby was, but also making sure they study and get a tertiary education.
Yeah, Cooks, this is an amazing opportunity, I think, for us to be part of building this nation. Like the Springboks being a nation-building value company, so is Stadio, and we believe firmly that building this country of ours, the economy, education forms a foundation, not just for school education, but also post-school education, being instrumental in growing this country and develop the nation. And our association with this particular tournament and youth development is crucially important for us.
And lastly, you mentioned the kids, they have to know that it's not just rugby is the be-all and end-all. How do you guys get that message across to them?
Absolutely. In our engagement with the students that we sponsor, particularly the professional and semi-professional Springbok players on our side, but also our own students who participate at the national level at sport, we make sure we inform them that and also educate them. It's not just about sports. Tomorrow we break a knee, we break a leg, and our sporting aspirations are something of the past. So education and have a qualification that actually give you a future employment, great opportunities for you to start your own business. Those things are extremely important.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for everything you're doing in the Youth Weeks.
Thank you so much, Cooks.
Yeah, well, it's incredible work that Stadio Centre of Higher Education is doing for players and students all over South Africa. But this is what it started off. It was all the Limpopo Blue Bulls that had just had their finger on the Freestate Cheetahs pulse, and they got the first try from Janse van Rensburg. They had a try earlier on that was chalked off because of a knock-on at the back of a rolling maul, but those were the first points.
And they used their set piece as part of their starting play. And here it was Randall who worked well with the players who were running the dummy runs around him. And he was straight underneath the post.
Yeah, after Randall, it was all about the orange machine that ran straight through the Limpopo Blue Bull defense. First little bit of ball that they had in hand, one of the first bit of possession inside the 22, and Mabena went over for his first.
It was a bloody-nosed Free State that decided that it was time to punch back. And here they used their scrum, powered themselves into place, and it was a quick play coming from Nelson, looking out Vessels for the outside. Volbruch over for the second one.
They went bang to bang to bang, the Free State Cheetahs, because after Volbruch, Mabena said he wanted one more. They could have scored this try about 2 minutes before they actually did, made it hard for themselves, but eventually sucked in all the defenders from the Limpopo Blue Bulls, just opening the space on the outside for Mabena.
Josh Nelson with an assist there. And then Limpopo said, you know what, we still got this. Brent Foster, who's been so instrumental in the way that he has led from the front, making meterage and yardage going forward. And then the big boy, Kirsten Swanepoel, the loose head with the try. And that was them.
Well, that was the third try. That was where they were trying to go all square. But then it was the last little bit of play from the Free State Cheetahs. It was Ruan Roo who was asked to do a lot of the defensive work in the first half, eventually getting some ball into some space, eventually getting some gas through those legs, and getting over for the fourth for the Free State Cheetahs. Our first opportunity to, we've got some incredible women's rugby. The first time the girls get to play at the FNB Under 18 Youth Weeks. Fans, parents who have taken off work to decided to come to the Youth Weeks. But 35 minutes gone in the first half, 35 minutes to come. FNB Under 18 Craven Week always brings us some scintillating matches, and this one is no different. The Freestate Cheetahs leading the Limpopo Blue Bulls 28 points to 19 after that comeback in the last 15 minutes of the second match of the first day. Opportunity for the young men to show off their skills, and boy are they showing off and showing out this morning. Zachary Volbrecht gets the second half underway. And well received by one of the changes made for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, Reranzu Malachi. Penalty again. And this is exactly the way that the Free State started that first half. Too many penalties conceded.
Yeah, just so desperate to cause and making an impact at that breakdown. No need to, because they were still 70 meters away from their own try line. They can still trust their defensive line there. Gives an easy exit and ball retention now for the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
7 penalties to 2 tells the story.
Carry on into the contact again is that De Beer not rolling away first was the call from Xander De Beer.
A lot of changes made at halftime for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. What impact can they make? Randy Machabe, one of those changes, and just unable to retain ball in hand is Reranzu Malachi, who's been asked to be a part of a couple of things.
Yeah, he's been given a demolition man job, and at the moment he's been put back. Good double tackling. You can see exactly why they brought him on. They need a bit of advantage on that gain line. That's something that they lost when Free State started coming back into the game. And they've conceded easy points though, that's one thing.
This is where it's going to be really interesting though, because in the beginning we saw the Limpopo Blue Bulls dismantling the Free State scrum. And then towards the latter ends of that first half, the Free State gritted their teeth and showed what they can do. That's gone straight down. And the penalty awarded to the Cheetahs.
Collapsing.
Straight on to the floor he goes.
3 collapsing.
Randy Magabe. Shoulders there below his hips. Grab it to 1.
Randy Volbrecht. First opportunity inside the 22 for the Free State Cheetahs, and this is Magabe just losing his footing.
Yeah, happening. Some will call. Just a hinge from the hips. Shoulders below.
Out the back for Daniel Durant, immediately sacked, but done illegally so. Wessels, Ruan Roo was the final try scorer in that first half for the Free State. He will be looking for more straight running from Henny Bredenan. Wessels, Wessels, Wessels! Oh, well, he is slight but swift. Andrew Wessels, he was asked to just marshal the troops in the first half, but taking his opportunities in the second.
Decision making at halftime is to bring on the loose head, Bredeman, who creates an opportunity for Andrew Wessels with a sharp mind and spotting the space. Cruises over next to the post. It's Free State. Good start in the second half. Volbrecht. Oh, you'd be happy with that. It's outstanding work here for Brendaman. Look at the way that he places the ball backwards, straight on, staying on top of the gain line. Players still trying to adjust so that they can make a defensive line. It's Andrew Versel's mind. Is faster and quicker than anyone. Over the try line he goes.
Opportunistic from the scrum off. That's all you need. John Randall goes straight down the guts and has been tapped backwards for the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and that's a good win for Liam van der Bank. That's just dislodged the ball in the tackle though, so opportunity for the Free State Cheetahs again to get up the field. Wessels, the try scorer, gets it into the hands Zachary Volbrecht. That's just gone straight on into touch.
Take the line, please.
Trying so hard, Limpopo, to put pressure on the breakdown and everywhere.
Bukim Piti gets it in the air, carries straight into contact as Risuna Mngoni. Now they're going to try and keep it tight, but they get the penalty again. So
Jake Lane's
you
legal
would
7 is in the
have
way.
to think that the Limpopo Blue Bulls will try and set up that rolling maul again.
And that's something that has worked for them, especially in that first half. They got lots of love and rewards from it. Already looking up to set up that space. Their forward pack has been dominant. Whenever they're given a chance, and especially inside the 22, they've converted pretty well. And they stay in the same vein of that first half. The Cheetahs on the other side, the Freestate. Discipline still something that they really have to look at if they want to be successful in this tournament.
Hold on. You need to be here. Thank you.
They need to take all their opportunities when they get inside the 22. They did that in the first half. The Limpopo Blue Bulls need to do it again. Flies high, does Puki Mpiti. 192 meters tall,
Advantage.
the youngster, and they
One
get the
side
penalty advantage. So now they can get that blue steam rain rolling towards the try line. Stopped,
One stop.
taken backwards, and the one stop comes, and it's been turned
No
over.
advantage. Number 1, side entry.
Yeah. Still with the ball and
1-1
possession.
on the side.
That's 2 penalties in a row from the same player.
And the question's got to come from the captain to the referee to say, well, almost every single time we've been inside the 22, there has been a penalty conceded.
Don't move out.
When do the cards start coming?
We can even be more dramatic. Every time we have the ball, they've always giving a penalty against us.
I gave you your mark, please don't move. Yes, that's your mark.
At least there should be a warning that goes out too.
Yeah, and it's important for leadership in terms of teaching those young players how to communicate with the match officials so that you can get advantage for your side as you go on.
Well, this just looked too good from the Limpopo Blue Bulls, and they strike again. Andre de Beer, the man that's rewarded with the try, and deservedly so. He's done so much work in that first half. This time, the recipient at the back of a steam train.
Oh, exactly. He's been key. He's been the catalyst. He's been the spark of the team. It's the work rate and staying in task and being dedicated to what is the opportunity that's in front of him. Andre de Beer, look at the elation in his face. It just shows how much he wanted it. Brilliant again from the forward pack of Limpopo Blue Bulls. Every time they've got into the 22, they've given themselves a chance and opportunity to add on to that scoreboard.
Looking to get within 9. Only missed one today. Has Randall. Randall gets a good strike on it, but he does not raise the flag. So still trailing by 11, the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Second game, 43 minutes gone. It's a try fest. Then the 9th one. The 4th try for the Limpopo Blue Bulls pack. Rewarded for the patience that they showed and the ill discipline of Free State being punished.
Walbrecht goes long, just losing his footing, manages to keep the ball in field. Does Mngoni. That's a strong carry from Malati again. Leroy Rona Mahlata Kekana.
Take it back inside.
Crisp with his
Hold in front.
passes.
Keep
John
rotating, keep
Randall
rotating.
goes high but doesn't look for touch, so opportunity for Lamla Mkhedi, rather Mkhedesi, who throws the dummy, and Mkhedesi again just cutting straight up the middle. The carotid artery from this man slicing and leaving the defense bleeding. The offload is good. Ball's alive, ball's quick, and there's space on the outside, but it doesn't release. Brendan Hunt, the pickup, Ruan Ru. The pace is so good, and that could be one of the Stadio game-changing moments.
Oh. Lamlam, Gedezi, get out of here. Aces schools last year, and they do get this to Bredeman, who does have lots of numbers on his outside, but they're recycling, and Ruan Ru finishes it. But it's where it started. The counter-attack, kick not finding touch. The fullback decides it's time to show off. It's a counter-attacking exhibition from Gedezi. He's a highlight reel.
This is why we love the F&B Under 18 Craven Week. The skills on display, something to admire. Keeps the head down, gets the follow through, and will raise the flags. Valbrug, he's been excellent off the tee today.
Lamla goes sideways, and then after that, he sports an inside shoulder, and after that, it's thank you so much for coming, because I got jet shoes, he's got dancing feet. But the presence of mind to retain possession, keeping continuity going. Bredemont with the long placement, playing onto the outside, staying on top of the gain line is Ruan Ru. That's Freestate rugby at its best.
Simply sensational from the Freestate. But the Limpopo Blue Bulls, they will not lie down. They will continue to knock at this door. That's gone backwards. The call. So still Freestate Cheetahs ball. Valbrug, Mabena releases the arms, just unable to get the connection, but it's been saved by Ntuli. Defensive line has to be tested and has to stand strong for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. They need to try get ball back. Strong carry coming in from the hookers under the beer. They've got numbers on the outside. They just need to release and get it there. The pickup is good from Tandi. Again with the dummy from Gedezi.
Still fine. 20 blue, never onside.
More ball in hand now. Discipline starting to falter on the other side. Poor Blue Bulls not behind the most hind foot. Being to be offsides, but Freestate starting to gain a lot more ball and opportunity. Yeah, the opportunity was there. Needed to really play that ball into their hands. Limpopo, it's so hard for them to get across and make sure that they can fold on the blind side. Everyone just ball watching.
The pace at which the Freestate Cheetahs are playing when they do have ball in hand, though, that makes it really tough for that defensive line to get passing accuracy, though they're not there, and that's a good opportunity and choice from Kekana, who puts the hole behind the defensive line. But let's say Kekana! Oh, it is champagne rugby from the youngster. Back yourself.
My goodness. Matlatse, Kekana. He didn't know what was going on here. The kick that he puts up, it's an optimistic one. But the chase is what was all intentional. Back to his pace, finds the try. And that's Limpopo for you. Never die. All resilience.
We said they were not going to let up. No mistake from John Randall from inside the post, and you can see the determination on the faces now.
Oh, that ball fell right into his basket, and he was as grateful as morning time. Loved it. That's it. With the chase.
Popo Blue Bulls, well, they will want to go back to back with the posts and the scores. Leroy Alexander, well, he just did a swivel and a shake to get around his defender there, keeping the ball alive again. Skills on display here from the young men.
Scintillating.
Oh, on the hits. Coming through quick and fast too. That man's under the beer.
Shut it down like a nosebleed.
Short side. Well held on by that try scorer, Kekana. Still going. Alexander around the corner. Oh, just nobody awake to it except Mabena. And they've got a couple of chases on here. The Freestate Cheetahs had to clean up well. Komana under all sorts of pressure. Tackle
Thank you.
called, so the defender had to release.
Use.
Back inside their own 22. Andre de Beer knows only the highway. Out the back.
Hold in front.
Oh, it looks like Bulle might have just done it himself there a little bit on that kick, but the Freestate Cheetahs, they want to play. Mkhedezi, someone's got to catch this young man, because this is what he can do to you. Lamla Mkhedezi.
Oh, you should have seen him shouting out, open up the way, I'm coming. Oh, this man, the audacity to look at blue and think it's open doors. It's Lam Kiddies. AC Schools player last season. He screams it down as he scorches the grounds at Grey High. Into the corner he goes. Oh, stand up, young man. This game is yours.
Twinkle toes on Mkhedezi just to keep his pinky in touch. 6 out of 6 off the tee for Valbrech. Oh, does it just shape in? No, it doesn't. The first mistake that he's made off the tee for today.
Limpopo, look at this counter attack. This is when he screams, get out of my way, move. I've got this. Oh, in trusted hands he goes. Lam Kidezi. You just must know.
Showing all his class and his experience. Mkhedezi. Randall. How do the Limpopo Blue Bulls answer? They've got just over 19 minutes to do so. They have to start making their defensive tackles though, because Ruan Ru, when he gets going, he's a very hard man to stop. Wessels, that's quick ball. Valbrech, they keep it to the short side and they keep the ball alive. Mkhedezi, well, he would have known the opportunity that there was on the outside.
Oh, just a basic, simple thing here. He has to keep the nose of that ball high. As he keeps it down, it goes straight to the ground. Be so disappointed with that. That's an easy, basic, elementary mistake. Give those hands, caress the ball. Make sure that you can give it with the sympathetic sort of... Oh,
Let's go second team.
It was on.
18 points, the difference. Limpopo Blue Bulls chasing the game. 5 tries to the 7. 12 tries in one match.
Fine.
How can you not be entertained?
Set.
It's a pity
by
that
the
there
FNB?
has to be a scoreline. Both teams have been firing.
Penalty!
Number 1 up and in.
Limpopo Blue Bulls. Devan Vindel.
1. Scrum up at an angle.
So they will go to that line out and go to the rolling maul. That's worked for them.
Discipline again from the Free State. No need for that. Scrum was a contest. Shifting that drive. Henny Brendan gets a penalty against him and loses yards. Now his team is under pressure. The shoulders are facing the touchline. That is an easy read for Luvuyo Makteba. Doesn't have to even to look up and try and figure that one out.
Henny Bredenhunt, great college boy. Just being pinned by his opposite number. Heswick has to find his jumper, and he does. Stefan Pinar flies high. They don't set up the rolling maul this time, but they will go to their bone crusher, Andrew de Beer. Randall out the back into the hands of Kekana. Kekana had to keep that in his hands, but it sits up perfectly for Valetla Bola. Well, sometimes you need skill, other times you need just a little bit of luck, and that time the Limpopo Blue Bulls had both.
You don't need to be good, you need to be lucky. An opportunity comes to those who have the daring skill set. And Letla Bola with the pickup. Ball came off the shoulder of Free State. But what an impact he's had. Klatsi Kekana really showing up in this game. Well, look at the scoreboard now. It's starting to get close. This feeling is uncomfortable for Freestate. Limpopo not getting away, staying in the mix here.
Bulle, his first kick of the match to convert his own try. Drops the scrum off, the scrum cap like Cheslin Colby.
Hope he doesn't run to our cameraman. Great play here. Matlaitsi comes in and he busts the line. This is important here. Carries the ball in two hands so that he can link up continuity. Off the head of Eddie Mabena. The Tlabola says, yes, sir.
11-point match. A little bit of miscommunication and mistiming of the lifting pod. But the Limpopo Blue Bulls do get ball back though. They're going to back themselves to run it. Look at this man. Taking names and numbers. Malachi. Oh, that's just been dropped. Just looked up and saw the defender running straight at him. Puki Mpiti.
Ah, Puki Mpiti. I'll be so disappointed with this. They lose the ball in the wrong place here because Freestate is dangerous with their backs. Need to keep their discipline though, Freestate. They need to just make sure that they can unleash players like Ruan Ruru, the inside center. Oh, we won't talk about Lamla.
Crouch.
Yeah, the one thing Limpopo Blue Bulls coaches and management will go and look back at is just those first-time tackles that they're missing. Just given Free State Cheetahs opportunity, but look at that scrum from the Limpopo Blue Bulls. It's been picked up at the back by Daniel Duranto.
You off your feet.
One of the powerhouses we spoke about at the top of the match, and what he can do. Checking his run was Josh Nelson. Through the hands again, Bulwane. That's been knocked on under no pressure, Bulwane. So turnover opportunity, Randy Machabe.
No advantage, knock on.
Oh, Free State, opportunity missed because they started to have a bit of a run down there. They're trying his hardest to place the ball was Bulwane. It's one of those. Another man from Great College.
That was better now, keep it that way.
Surprise,
okay?
surprise.
Yep.
Fichar Park also represented in the Free State.
Crouch!
Louis Porter.
Bind! Set! Take it out!
With the feed, Lehlo Bola will just clear his lines. But look at that, Mchedes, he wants to go again.
But wasn't
Oh, he loves the counter.
Before the quick throw in.
He loves the counter. It was well reacted though from the Limpopo because they've seen the fact this man is guarding a support. Outstanding game though for both sides. Think about it, second game, first game for yourself into the Craven week. And what you have done is just giving yourself an opportunity to play at the best level you can with this, your age group.
Gone straight through the middle and still going the Free State. That's a strong carry coming in from Urenzizi. Now through the hands, now they've exploited some more space on the outside, and Thuli gets caught around the bootlaces, being called off of it. Opportunity to run. Bulwane getting through the first defender, can't get through the second. A little bit of a Gregan on the inside.
Guess who was inside there? It was Lamlam Gedezi. He's cool.
Still. And goes with the long ball over the top. Tries to get a hand to it. Does Komana, but that's opened some space on the outside to work with for Pietrus. The ball to the inside is fantastic. Preston Bennett. Right time, right place. And gets the 9th try for the Free State.
Yeah, you heard it right. It's 9 tries for all the Free State. It's been a try fest here in Grey High. Well, these boys have really expressed themselves. Letting that ball do the work. Look at the scoreboard.
Valbrecht. Will not make a mistake from there.
Durant does well here, keeps the ball alive, and the ball back onto the inside is a smart one. And Preston Bennett, all the way time present there, the loose forward. Backs up his winger. The work down by Kitel Petrus. Man from Fitchpart Park. Great assist for him. And 9 tries, oh my goodness, Freestate opening up the can.
Time off. TMO check.
Oh, well. Just when we thought.
What are we dealing with?
It was 8 tries.
Dealing with Limpopo Blue Bulls player being taken out in the air. Okay, we're just going to look at the angles now.
I think it might have been when Ronald Komana went for the ball.
On the jump, he was played.
Possible foul play.
Did he have the control of the ball though?
No, from against you. Yeah. Possible foul play against you.
It's playing the man in the air who didn't have control of the ball. It's much of muchness for me.
Preston Bennett, the try scorer of that, it looked like they were both going for the ball, and then he eventually puts the hand on Ronald.
Okay, Luvuyo, so number 7 from Free State has taken out the Limpopo Blue Bulls player while he's in the air. Penalty only. I'll give you the mark now.
Let me just confirm.
No try.
We have 7 blue from Free State.
Correct?
Taking out a player in the air.
Correct?
It's a penalty only.
Yes.
Okay.
No try. Cancel your try.
Okay. There's no try. We've got 7 green, 7 white taking out a player in the air. Please give me the mark, Zoe.
Okay, just 5 meters outside from the 22, so you can run to the 22.
Okay.
So it's a foul play.
And 5 meters out from the 15.
Playing the man in the air.
This side.
Komana is tending to the ball with
Right
Preston Bennett. Taking out is a bit of an exaggeration. But it is by law.
Yeah,
Taking out a player in the air.
realistically though, Bennett looked like he was going for the ball, and then eventually just got his hand on the man, and that's what the TMO then spotted. And said eventually the hand stopped going for the ball and ended up just taking the play out of the air. The call came from the Limpopo Blue Bulls side now to say, well, now we've got to work. We've got ourselves an opportunity, but that's not going to work in their favor. They needed that ball to go out, but you know whose favor it might work in? Lamla Mkhedezi runs, takes a name, puts boot to ball, doing absolutely everything, and this could be another one of those incredible moments. Brilliantly taken out of the air, Zander de Beer. That's been lost on the ground.
No clear release from you.
And there's no clear release on the ground, so penalty conceded. Tap and go, Bredenan. Any Bredenan stretches short, they'll go again.
Advantage.
And
Number
they've got
20
the
offside.
advantage through the hands. There's plenty of numbers on the left-hand side, but Volbrug will just toy with the defense. And Volbrug will get his second for the match.
Not finding the touchline. That was a mistake that Limpopo Blue Bulls did, because that unleashed this cheater side, and this was the finishing touches from Valbrach. Lamlam Kidezi, get out of here. This is a cheat code.
Yeah, Lamlam Kherezi. There's a reason they were talking about him as one of the players to watch for the tournament. Valbrach. Good strike on it. Does get the follow through this time. 54 points to 36. Just under 8 minutes to play.
They recycle the ball, and it's a quick ball onto the front foot there was. Valbrach easy does it. Spots the space in front of him. Momentum given to them by his
If there's anything clear,
sensational,
TMO will come in. Tries all good. Let's go.
scintillating counter-attacking play from Freestate.
.18 points, the difference.
For Over the 10.
2 tries needed. That's a good lift on Ruan Ru, who will just fight his way through contact as he's done the entire match. Wessels now out the back again they go, and they find more ball in space, and Thuli taken down. The counteract for it's brilliant from the Limpopo Blue Bulls, straight over it. Now looking to attack, being asked to straighten eventually. Leroy Alexander. Ngoni. Oh, it's just one of those unforgiving passes. And you can immediately see just the hands and heads, and there's numbers and plenty to play. Good carry. Better pickup from Bulwane. More meters made for the Free State. They don't want to stop this try fest. Well handled though from the big man, Nahini Bredenhan. Still going, not released. So he was able to go again. Wessels. Now there's a big open space, and it's going to be a hat-trick for the fly half. Well, he's been everywhere. He's been managing this game so well. He's given his side opportunity. He's been good off the tee. Gets the hat-trick.
And he sports the space when he's needed.
Back.
Ruan Ru, another one of the players that has a brace to his name, Zander de Beer. He's been important since coming onto the park. That's gone to Casper the Ghost and allowed to bounce. Just gives the opportunity for the Limpopo Blue Bulls to set their defense. They've gone backwards.
18. That's an upright tackle. He's showing headspace.
Randy Machabe with the high tackle.
18, high tackle.
Last 5 minutes of the game. Heavy breathing. Technique compromised. It's been a tough game. It's been a high tempo game too. Yeah, he needed to dip on his hips. Nothing. Stayed up high, and the players did have a bit of a head clash. Lucky that there was not much velocity on that.
Just a really high hug. Really high aggressive hug.
How you doing, Bulan?
Zander de Beer finds his man. Now they give the Free State Cheetahs opportunity to attack, but that's been dropped cold. John Dreyer wise to it. Ngoni decides to go for the box kick over the top. That's just gone too far under pressure, but pressure, what pressure from Mkhedezi? Looking to run it out, but well held by the scrum of Ngoni. Place at the back eventually. The support does come, that's gone down.
Okay, back in. Scrum there.
5 meter scrum, Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Man, this is when you talk about game management. Understanding that you don't have to chase the game when you're 61 points to 36. It just makes it so hard for everyone. But at the same time, you have to encourage the players to play rugby. Get themselves in situations where they have to dig deeper, scenarios that they will find now, they'll use in the future as they learn to make better decisions. Let them play. Fine. It wasn't me. I'd have kicked it out.
It's always been in hindsight.
Yeah.
Hindsight's a brilliant thing.
Easy as all. Older you get, better you are.
Just get the spacing right, both.
Need one more, and they'll want one more. The Limpopo Blue Bulls give themselves enough opportunity to potentially play in that unofficial final. Towards the end, they would have lost, but you want to give, anything can happen. You want to give yourself as much opportunity to get there as possible. Gorney goes to the open side. Randall, flat ball Randall with the weaving wand. Know the call. Thought the ball was out. In Mkhedezi. Tap and go. John Dreyer sniped again. That's the second time he's been sniped in this match. Ngoni. Pinar. Driven backwards in that tackle. Ngoni. Around the corner. Andre de Beer. They've done well to shut him out in the second half, the Free State. They realize how dangerous he is, but what a little bit of a dink. Letla Bola also getting his second. He's gone bang, bang. Heads up rugby from the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Arisuna Mngoni is like, why don't you put a through pass here? space behind the try line. It's brilliant work from Limpopo.
Andre de Beer, he's been carrying, he's scored tries. Now they've asked him to take the tee.
Do you reckon this is a part of, let me show my profile? I can kick for posts as a loose forward. The man is putting out his CV.
He missed it, but take a look at this. This is such good work. Heads up rugby from the Limpopo Blue Bulls.
Just outstanding work and a good communication from both players to spot the space which was behind, not in front of them.
Into the final 60 seconds. That's brilliantly taken out of the air by Bulle. And take a look at this run. Ntuli. Unati Ntuli to get the 10th try for the Free State in this match. He said everybody's got a try. He wants 1 too.
17 tries. Outstanding take there. Look at this. Presence of mind just to let the ball do the work. Unatin Dooley says, oh, I get 1 too. Starting to feel lonely there in the scoreboard.
10 tries for this Free State side that looked shell-shocked within that first 20 minutes against this Limpopo Blue Bulls team, but just showed their absolute class throughout the 70 minutes. Valbrech with the final kick of this incredible match cannot lift the flags. Try scorers galore all over the park. A hat-trick for Valbrech. Nkedezi, well, he was brilliant today. The Limpopo Blue Bulls, I mean, you have to give a hand and a word to them. They came out flying. They put points on the board. They put the Free State Cheetahs under pressure. The Free State were just able to absorb that. And it was absolutely brilliant. But entertaining rugby. The first 2 matches of this F&B Under 18 Craven Week has kept us on the edge of our seats, has gotten us jumping up and down. We've celebrated with these young men who have been given the opportunity to come and show what they can do. And that's what this week is about. They arrive with reputations. This time they take their opportunities though. Andre de Beer, one of those names for the Limpopo Blue Bulls that we'll be keeping an eye on. Kekana, the work that he did when he came onto the park. Ruan Ru, we have to take a minute to talk about Ruan Ru, what he's done, both in attack, both in defense. He was brilliant, Popes.
Oh no, he's a box of smarties. Man has got all color. He can give it to you with the ball and without the ball. Just a powerful ball carrier, smart defender, and he can link too. Oh, but Lamlam Gedezi, my goodness, that man can find a millie in a herd.
He's been absolutely incredible. But at the end, it is the Free State, 60 points to 41. Cooks is downstairs with our player of the match.
I've got the FNB player of the match, Ruan Ru. He's proud to be handed by Rakesh Samla from FNB, and also Mr. Henny Badman from SA Rugby Executive. Ruan, fantastic performance. You must be part of the team in your effort.
It was a very good game. It was tough. First half didn't go as well. Small errors, but it was a good game. Good one, first one.
And also, I mean, you guys had a slow start. I mean, Limpopo Bulls came in hot. How did you guys bounce back? What was the chat at halftime?
So from under 14, we've been told to absorb the pressure. And I think that's what we did. And then the game came as it did.
And talk to me, like, you guys threw the ball around. I mean, it's dangerous. I mean, the backs you guys have, and for you, obviously, very physical. How nice was it for you guys to throw the ball around and get a few tries there?
No, it's very nice. It's just like it to be a bit of play the ball, get the outside backs to go score. It's less work.
Ruan, congratulations, well played, and what a game from the Free State guys, and it was so great to see the rugby being played here. But now the next game after this is a big one. SWD, last year's finalists, taking on the Sharks, which is going to be a massive game, and we can't wait to get into that one.
the FNB Under-18 Craven Week, a festival of rugby. 10 tries to 7, 66 points to 41. The Freestate Cheetahs just emphatic over the Limpopo Blue Bulls. But it was so much to talk about, Bobes. The one man we have to speak about, though, is Lamla Mkhedezi. He was just outstanding.
Oh no, the man could just sport anything. The way that he was so calm under pressure. He showed his experience from Aces Schools last year, but this time around when he asked for, get out the way, I'm coming. Tippy-toed into that corner he went. He's been scorching. That's an outstanding read from him. Every time that he made sure that if they don't kick that ball out, counter-attack is on fire.
Yeah, but and nothing can happen without a number 10 though, who just completely controls the match too, and that's exactly what Valbrich did for this Free State side.
Oh, Zechariah Valbrich, look at this, drawing and passing, getting onto the inside shoulder of the player, just holds him up. But then carrying that ball in two hands opens up so many options for him. He didn't stop there. Every time they got onto the advantage line, he made sure he stayed on top of it. Spotting the space, that was his second. He said, I'm not done yet. Free State though, we're burning now, going through, getting over the gain line, post meters made, and in the two centers, having Xander to be on his inside just made it so easy for him. Sensational.
The general that knows how to ball, the pivot that knows what to do. But this is pretty much the match summed up in a couple of numbers. What stands up for you?
Penalties from the Free State, something that they really have to work on, but it's conceding tries easily for the Limpopo Blue Bulls. Defense is not something that you take on for fishing, not a tackle. It's about getting physical.
Yeah, lineouts 7 out of 7. Set pieces worked really, really well for both of these sides. Fans starting to make their way to the field here in Gqeberha. The first time since 2012 that the Eastern Province have gotten to host, but the first time too we get to see the FNB Under-18 Goals Week. Bulle walking away with the winner in that first match. Eastern Province, what a win for them over the Blue Bulls, and currently happening, the Golden Lions leading the Borders side 21 points to 10. Well, let's head downstairs where Cooks is chatting to someone that we would love to hear from.
I'm joined by FNB sponsor specialist Rakesh Samlal. Rakesh, how important is Youth Weeks for you guys at FNB and all in the pathway all the way through?
Cox, it's very important for us. I mean, we're privileged to be here down in PE at the Craven Weeks, and I think for the first time we've got the boys and the girls representing all the provincial unions and 32 teams here, and an amazing crowd just watching the spectacular of rugby, and we're just glad to be here to support all of these young players.
You mentioned the girls as well. When you got the girls down here, we saw you on the 16 girls week. So how important is that development going into the women's Springboks?
I think just giving them this platform to understand, what it means to play for their unions and represent their teams. I think it gives them so much of courage to really put their minds and their hearts to what they believe is important for them. And I think rugby is a tool that really helps them grow and become better people in life,
Rakesh, thanks so much for your time, and we love the work that FNB is doing in our Youth Weeks.
Thank you very much.